So this is our backyard. We don't really grow a ton of stuff back here because it's shaded by this lovely tree on our property and this lovely tree on our neighbor's property. Kind of creates a cool canopy of shade, which is nice for chilling, but not so good for growing. To the left of here is our patio. Now I know this looks really horrible, but I don't know if you remember or if anybody has read it, but I did a post on things to do with cinder blocks. And there's some cool things you can do with it to make outdoor furniture. So I was trying to make a bench here and I wanted to put wood on top and kind of cap the sides with wood. My husband is not so excited about the idea, so we haven't really agreed upon that, so I've just kind of left this up. I actually found in the spring that this is really cool to just lean plastic, like plexiglass, over it, and you can kind of create a little greenhouse that's easy to just take down when the season's over. So I might just leave it up until spring, I think, and then I'll probably take it down, but we'll see. Over here, it's a little garden bed that this was initially here when we bought the house. The rutabaga was here, which is really looking kind of sad right now. It only went to about half of the space. And I extended the bed out since we've lived here. I tried growing a rutabaga in this spot, which I've never done before, and as you can tell, it's not doing so hot. I probably crowded it too much. I didn't thin it enough. I have a tendency to not want to thin things out because I keep thinking that they're going to grow and then they don't, because I don't have enough space. So, oh, like that guy. I'm just going to pull that one out right now. But we'll see. Hopefully it does something. Over here, I have lots of parsley. I just threw some seeds down to see if it would do anything, and it's growing. So, and this is biannual, so this should come up next year, and then it'll bolt, and then it'll die. We also have asparagus, usually in the spring, popping up in the back here, but this spring we didn't, so I don't know what that means. We did have an unusually late spring, but I did have our asparagus in the front garden, which I forgot to point out. It's in garden A with the peppers and the basil. And the rutabaga we have in that spot as well, which I forgot to mention. Then back here we have our raspberry bushes, which came with our house, which is super cool. This actually used to go all the way around here. It was all raspberry bushes, but we actually took them out because it didn't get enough sun to really produce anything. So I have all this square footage I could do something gardening with. I haven't quite decided what I want to do yet, or if it's even anything can really grow there. It's very shaded, obviously. That's why the raspberries weren't growing there. So I'm wondering if lettuce maybe would work, or some herbs. I might try that next year, we'll see. Over here, we have our dead peas. Look at all that I need to take down. Yeah, I've been kind of lazy lately. This is cauliflower. A few of them have come to head, but if you look, this one's just starting to try to. I don't know about that one. I did grow some peas about a month ago, and the squirrels ate a bunch of them. But there was some that were starting to try to come up, and that were green and fresh, and they've just seemed to have died out. So I think it's just due to the fact it hasn't rained a lot. I did throw some turnip seeds. This is the only one that really stuck, and it doesn't look like it's really going to do much. Yeah. The peas we grew this year, it's hard to tell now, but they were blue potted peas from Seed Savers. They really look purple though to me. Too bad they're not purple anymore. Oh, there's one. It's kind of purple still. They're kind of cool. They just, I think they didn't get enough water and I just planted them too late. So hopefully they'll do better here because I really like the spot for peas. Cauliflower, I don't know, because these haven't really seemed to do well. I don't think it's a good spot for them. I think they need a lot more space. So I'm thinking next year I'm going to try peas here again, but I'm going to just keep it more simple. I'm not going to really probably do much else but peas back here. This guy's starting to show signs of hopefully becoming cauliflower. It'd be kind of cool. I'm thinking if I do plant anything else back here, it's going to be lettuce. This trellis kind of works, you can tell, for the cherry tomatoes we have. Just kind of cool. A squirrel or something put that there. The squirrels, by the way, love these trellises that we made. I was hoping they would really grow up and cover the back alleyway here, but as you can tell, that didn't really happen well. Well, another thing that happened with the peas is bunnies came, because you can tell I have wiring, chicken wire around here to keep the bunnies out, but I do not on this side. And when they were growing, they started growing up the chain link fence, and the bunnies just came through and ate it on the chain link side. Our raspberries are just starting to form raspberries now. We have the kind that produce in the summer, early summer, and kind of early fall. It's been rather dry lately, so I don't know how much raspberries we're going to get because I haven't been really good about watering back here. This is our compost pile, which I'm no longer contributing food scraps for because I heard that there was a rat here, which is not worth it to me. Hopefully we won't see it on camera today. This is actually a potato plant that's growing out from a potato I threw in the compost bin. I wasn't really planning on growing potatoes this year because the last 2 years we've grown it, we've hardly gotten any, so I might try it again, but with it being such a late year, I didn't want to bother with that. This is our little jalapeno plant, which only produced one little jalapeno, which I forgot to harvest. It doesn't really look like it's going to do much else. It hasn't been very productive. I would not grow this again. It might just be our location. Maybe we have too much stuff going on in this box. But I've been really impressed with the Thai basil. Check that puppy out. I got this from the same nursery. It was the same size as the purple basil in the front yard in the Garden A. And it's just rocked it back here. So I don't know if it's just the container, the sun, I don't know. But it's doing really, really well. And we have a jalapeno plant here that's been really kicking ass and calling names too. And it doesn't have a lot on it right now, but it's actually been producing so many I couldn't keep up with it, and they were turning red and fully ripened. So I have lots of red jalapenos now. And I'm not sure if that means it'll be really hot. I looked online, it seemed conflicting about that. So if you guys know if that actually will be really hot, that would be great to know. Let me know, thanks. I think that's, concrete bed garden. Can't forget that. So we have 4 cherry tomato plants back here. We also planted mustard and arugula. They can be really kind of wild at aggressive at self-seeding, but it's kind of nice if you have it in a contained area to have it self-seed because you don't really need to do anything in the spring. And I really like mustard and arugula because it's more hearty, it has more flavor. You can have a little heat with it and it's not going to wilt like normal lettuce would, and it's a little bit more tolerant of the heat. Doesn't tend to bolt as fast. But as you can tell, it has most definitely bolted and gone to seed. And I haven't really been harvesting anymore, it's kind of just over with. But I have lots of seeds too that I can capture to plant next year, and I can just throw some around in the bed. So that we'll hopefully have a bunch next year. One thing though, I never really harvest anything back on this side because it's really hard to get to. You see that narrow space? I was trying to really make sure enough space to have our car back here, and in hindsight, I wish I had moved it over a foot more. Now that we have dirt in it, it's really hard to do anything with it, so I think I'm just going to put like root vegetables back here and see how that does. Because I won't need to harvest that like all the time, just once. I did plant strawberries in these holes here in a few strategic areas, leaving some open so I had space to sit down and harvest. Like this one right here is a strawberry plant. None of them produced, even ones that had flowers. So I don't think it was really worth it to put the strawberries there. So I plan to actually take them out. See, they're all looking dead, whereas my other strawberry plants are not. So, you know, you learn a little bit every year. So that's what I learned this year. And I hope you enjoyed the tour.